So let's do a quick review of these exit ticket problems at this time. The first two questions basically gave you a parallelogram, and they gave you always one. They gave you the measurements of the two sides of the parallelogram, and they gave you one of the two heights that you could possibly have for the parallelogram. They wanted you to find the other height. So for this first parallelogram, you have the sides of the parallelogram being 8 and 4. There's no units given, so you don't have to worry about the units here. And you're given that the height of one of the heights of the parallelogram is 3, and that's the height of the parallelogram when I'm using the side marked as 8 units long as the base. The one marked as H would be the height of the parallelogram if I was using the side marked as 4 units as being the base. So, and it doesn't matter which, base height pairing I use, I should still come up with the same area, and that's the premise behind this. The area of this parallelogram is basically 8 times 3, or 24 square units, but I can also express it as 4 times h. And that's what's going to help me figure out what h is, because if 4h equals 24, dividing both sides by 4 means that h would have to equal 6. And in a very similar notion, here again you're given a parallelogram that has sides measuring 6.5 units and 7.8 units. You're also given a height of 6 units, and that's when we're using the side that's 7.8 units as the base. We now want to find the other h, which is the height of the parallelogram if we're using the side marked as 6.5 as the base. So again, I have enough to compute the area. The area would be 7.8 times 6, but that should be the same result as if I would do 6.5 times h. So that means that 6.5 times h would be 46.8, because that's the result of 7.8 times 6. And if I divide both sides by 6.5, I would get that h equals 7.2 units. The other two questions you were given deal with the area of a triangle. And basically, it's just making sure that you know that the formula is 1/2 the base times the height. Sometimes what they do, though, is you have to be careful about, what measures to be the base. Here they give us a triangle. I have the dotted line which represents the height of 12 meters, which means that the bottom side of this triangle is the base. Now they have it split up into 2 meters and 8 meters, kind of being divided where where the height intersects the base. That means that the entire base is 10 meters in length. So when I do the area of this, I'm going to do 1/2 10 times 12, and I'm going to get 60 square meters. Whereas when I look at this triangle here, again, I'm given a triangle, although part of the corner got cut off. I'm given a height of 3 inches, and the base that's perpendicular to is on the bottom there, but that's being split into 3 inches and 4 inches. The entire base is 7 inches in length. So I do 1/2, 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Half of that is 10.5, so it's 10.5 square inches. If you have any further questions, please make sure to contact me or your teacher. Until I see you in another live lesson, I'll see you around.